international community's indifference to Taliban's crimes. Ayatollah Shirazi urges parents to adopt kindness, friendship in parenting. HRW accuses US of complicity in Israeli war crimes in Lebanon. Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, this is Hussein Ali and you are watching Shia Waves live from London only on Imam Hussein TV 3. TV companies around the globe are celebrating the role that TV plays in society on World Television Day. Established by the United Nations and now in its 28th year, the annual event seeks to highlight TV as a medium for information, communication and entertainment. More details in the following report.
Free Muslim Association, an international anti-violence organisation, has issued a statement marking the World Television Day, emphasising the medium's importance in conveying truths and advocating for human rights. The organisation emphasised in its statement that television, despite challenges such as misinformation and biased agendas, remains a vital tool for shedding light on societal issues, albeit with some limitations. Free Muslim also pointed out the unique role television plays in addressing issues related to the Middle East and the Islamic world, highlighting how satellite television, with its relative freedom from repressive authorities, has become a platform to clarify cultural and theological disputes and present historical truths. In this regard, the global organisation praised the guidance of the Supreme Shirazi Authority, which has encouraged the positive use of television to promote knowledge, culture and humanitarian values. The late Imam Shirazi, who pioneered Islamic satellite channels, envisioned this medium as a way to foster social reform, protect ethical values and support justice. Amid global celebrations of television, the organisation's statement called for efforts to counter cultural challenges facing the Islamic world, particularly those related to Western cultural influences that promote moral decay. The World Television Day, established in 1996 by the UN, serves as a reminder for the medium's power to connect people, share cultures and address global issues. Recent reports have shown television's adaptability in the digital era, becoming a major source of multimedia content and interactive engagement. This is Aruj Fasma reporting for Shia Waves.
Afghan women activists gathered to mark the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, expressing their outrage at the international community's inaction regarding the Taliban's oppressive regime. The Purple Saturdays movement condemned the lack of serious measures taken by the United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan and other global entities to address what they describe as crimes against humanity committed by the Taliban. In a statement, the movement highlighted the severe repression faced by Afghan women and girls, noting that the Taliban has systematically stripped them of their rights over the past 3 years, turning Afghanistan into a hell of systematic oppression. Despite numerous appeals from human rights activists and women's rights groups, the movement pointed out that no significant actions have been taken to hold Taliban leaders accountable. Shirazi called on parents treat their children with kindness and friendship, emphasizing the importance of gentle guidance through dialogue, storytelling and soft-spoken advice. In excerpts from his book, وَأُزِلَاتَ الْحُرْمَةِ, Grand Ayatollah Shirazi highlighted children's innate purity, making them more receptive to goodness if approached with appealing methods. His Eminence referenced Imam Sadiq's saying, "Focus on the youth, for they are quickest to goodness," underlining the importance of nurturing the young with care rather than direct commands. The Grand Marja' stressed that children, due to their limited life experience, require a blend of friendship and educational guidance, urging parents to instill noble values in their children using innovative methods that align with their innocent nature. Let's take a look back at today's main headlines. Free Muslim Association highlights TV role in addressing humanitarian values and principles. Afghan women denounce international community's indifference to Taliban's crimes. Ayatollah Shirazi urges parents to adopt kindness, friendship in parenting. Also tonight, Iraq's population surges to 45.4 million in first census in over 30 years. Human Rights Watch, an international rights group operating in 100 countries, has accused the United States of complicity in war crimes committed by the Israeli military in Lebanon. The organization called for a halt to US arms supplies to Israel following an airstrike on October 25th that targeted a resort in the Hasbaya region of southern Lebanon, killing 3 journalists and injuring 4 others. HRW described the attack as a deliberate assault on civilians and a clear war crime, emphasizing that Israel used American-made joint direct attack munition bombs in the strike. The organization warned that this could implicate US officials as accomplices in Israeli war crimes, emphasizing that its investigation found no evidence of military activity in the targeted area at the time of the strike. The airstrike that left 3 journalists killed occurred early in the morning at the Hasbaya Village Club resort, where more than 12 journalists had been stationed for weeks to cover developments in southern Lebanon. HRW urged the suspension of US arms transfers to Israel, arguing that the use of American weapons in unlawful attacks against civilians is a stain on both the US and Israel. And now we continue with some short news. Morocco is enhancing its regulations regarding imported red meat by enforcing rigorous controls through the National Office for Food Safety. This initiative aims to guarantee that all imported meat, whether fresh or frozen, complies with Islamic slaughter requirements and meets both national and international health standards. Before any meat can be imported, ONSSA conducts thorough risk assessments of exporting countries, focusing on sanitary conditions and veterinary practices. Upon arrival in Morocco, shipments must include valid health certificates and undergo detailed inspections to verify cold storage, transport conditions, and labeling accuracy. Additionally, ONSSA requires certifications from recognized religious authorities to ensure halal compliance and conducts laboratory tests for contaminants. These measures aim to provide Moroccan consumers with safe, high-quality and halal-certified meat. Violent clashes erupted between supporters of jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan and security forces near Islamabad, resulting in the death of 1 police officer and injuries to over 119 individuals. The unrest began as Khan's party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, organized a protest march demanding his release and the resignation of the current government. Authorities responded by enforcing a security lockdown, blocking major roads and deploying riot police. Reports indicate that 2 officers are critically injured, while approximately 80 PTI supporters were arrested during the confrontations. The protests reflect ongoing tensions following Khan's imprisonment in August 2023, as his supporters continue to rally for his freedom amidst increasing government crackdowns. The Hong Kong Hospital Authority is set to integrate artificial intelligence into its healthcare system to identify and treat high-risk patients at an earlier stage. This initiative aims to personalize treatment plans for over 10 million patients across public hospitals. Dr. Chuang Nguai Sung, Head of Information Technology and Health Informatics at the Hospital Authority, emphasized the importance of using AI to enhance clinical management systems. The goal is to provide tailored interventions that are disease-specific and improve communication techniques within healthcare settings, he added. NASA has revealed a significant decline in Earth's freshwater reserves, indicating that the planet may have entered a long-term drier phase. Data from the GRACE satellites show that since May 2014, terrestrial water storage has decreased by 1,200 cubic kilometers, equivalent to losing over 2.5 times the volume of Lake Erie. This decline is attributed to severe droughts, increased agricultural demands and climatic events like El Niño. Between 2015 and 2023, the average fresh water stored on land was notably lower than in previous years, raising concerns about the sustainability of water resources for human and agricultural use. Libyan soldiers have detained over 300 migrants attempting to cross the desert en route to the Mediterranean, Reuters reported yesterday, citing the 444 Brigade, a military unit operating under the Libyan army. Aerial footage released by the brigade shows groups of men, women and children surrounded by soldiers. The migrants were intercepted by a desert patrol and will be referred to the appropriate authorities, though the exact timing of the detentions was not disclosed. Since the 2011 NATO-backed uprising that ousted Muammar Gaddafi, Libya has struggled with the instability and has become a major transit hub for migrants fleeing conflict and poverty across Africa and the Middle East. Many hope to reach Europe by crossing the Mediterranean, often facing perilous conditions along the way. Iraq's population has reached 45.4 million, according to preliminary results from the first national census in over 3 decades, announced by Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. Conducted on November 20th, this census marks a significant milestone for the country, which last counted its population in 1997, excluding the Iraqi Kurdistan region. Before the census, the Iraqi Planning Ministry estimated the population at 43 million. The 1997 census recorded 19 million Iraqis, with an estimated additional 3 million in the Kurdish north. This census is crucial for future planning and development in Iraq, providing updated demographic data that can inform government policies and resource allocation. We have reached the end of today's news. Let's take a look at the main headlines for this evening. Free Muslim Association highlights TV role in addressing humanitarian values and principles. Afghan women denounce international community's indifference to Taliban's crimes. Ayatollah Shirazi urges parents to adopt kindness, friendship in parenting. HRW accuses US of complicity in Israeli war crimes in Lebanon. Iraq's population surges to 45.4 million in first census in over 30 years. You can view the latest news on our website, or you can send news of your city or country to be published on our news agency. Contact us on the numbers at the bottom of your screen. Thank you all for watching. We pray to Allah the Almighty to hasten the reappearance of the Master of our time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
In the heart of London, Imam Hussein Media Group is on the brink of an extraordinary transformation. We are securing a new home, a sanctuary named after the Queen of Karbala, Lady Zainab Salamullahi alayhi, who commemorated Abi Abdullah al-Hussein and spread the message of Karbala. This new complex, spanning 515 square meters, will be the central hub for our 5 channels, a place for filming, editing, broadcasting and gathering as a community. With a cost of £1.5 million, we invite you to be part of this new chapter. Each square meter will cost £2,900.